Hey, crypto family. So it looks like today Bitcoin's taking a little breather. It's down 0.54% to $5,250. Ethereum is up 0.5% to $171.26. Ethereum's a coin that a lot of people have been talking about recently and think that it could have a run soon. Usually Ethereum's the one to lead the altcoins if they do start to rally, so definitely keep an eye on that. Then a couple of the altcoins have been down a couple percent. Binance coin has actually been outperforming a lot of coins today, up almost 10% to $21.50. Altcoins that are tied to exchanges, those tend to perform really well. I know one of the coins, Kucoin shares, it actually performed really well whenever the Kucoin Exchange first came out. And now it's kind of settled down, but Binance coin seems to be the big one a lot of people are focusing on as well. And then the rest of the altcoins do look to be down a couple percent. Bitcoin SV is actually up 6%, surprisingly, to $59. And then again, the rest are up or down a couple percent. So looking at Bitcoin here, we can see right now, again, it's taking a little breather. It's sitting at $5,228, still well above that $5,000 support. 5,000 has been holding for a couple times in the past, and I do believe, hopefully it can hold this time, and then we continue to rise and blow through this resistance of $5,500 that we did have back in November. So again, we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. Right now, I'm curious to see if the 50-day moving average does cross over the 200-day moving average. This is on the daily chart. Right now, the RSI, it's still a little overbought, but again, it is declining a little. So that does beg the question, will we have another rise soon, since it is getting more towards that balanced territory? So we're gonna have to see what happens with that. But right now, again, I'm not making any moves right now. I'm just waiting to see what Bitcoin does in the future. Now, one of the articles I want to come out with is, I forgot to mention in my last video, is whenever Bitcoin did, have that huge rally past $5,000, one of the big catalysts for that, a lot of people weren't talking about, is what actually caused it. So a lot of people were saying that April Fool's prank, that, saying the Bitcoin ETF was approved. A lot of people bought into that, therefore they bought Bitcoin. But I believe it was actually this one actor, which there were a couple of YouTube channels who did mention this, but there's an article that came out today. It says, crypto analytics firm, single strategic actor responsible for Bitcoin price surge. It says, the Bitcoin rally heard around the world that began April 2nd, 2019, painted the first higher high on Bitcoin price charts since the price of the leading cryptocurrency by market cap reached its all-time high back in December. And it says, the powerful surge many believe could have signaled the end of the bear market and confirmed that a new uptrend had begun. And it says the over $1,000 rally may have also been the work of a single calculated and strategic actor who may have precisely executed a plan that drove the price up as much as possible. Basically what it says here is Coinmetrics believed that was a single actor that went long with notional value of $100 million. So that was roughly 20,000 Bitcoin at the time. And they say that this was executed during the time of lowest volatility, so 4:30 UTC. And as you know, if there's low volatility, there's basically, you only have orders that are in the order books. There's not really anyone waiting on the sidelines. That's your best chance of increasing the price with not much resistance, as well as knocking out some of those stops that the short sellers have. So again, that's what it says here. It says during this time, you can see here, median total volume of major exchanges throughout the day. It's this lowest between 4:30 to 5:30 UTC. And that's exactly when this happened. And if you look at this video that comes out, you can see that all of these main exchanges, you have Bittrex, you have Coinbase, you have Binance, all of these skyrocketed at the exact same time. Now, again, it's not saying that there's algorithms at play there, but they do believe that the leading volume of this was from Hit BTC, where roughly 500,000 Tether were traded for Bitcoin, then was followed by simultaneous buy orders executing on Coinbase and Bitfinex. So again, I definitely see, one player starting this rally, maybe finding the right time to, end this bear market, ignite this new crypto bull run, because I know a lot of people were shorting Bitcoin and believed it could go lower, which it still very well could. But again, I believe, if someone has that much confidence to buy over $100 million worth of Bitcoin, then that begs the question, is it something that we're not seeing? And could this be the start of the new bull run? Now, in addition to that, there's also an article by CryptoCoin News that says undervalued Bitcoin is an accumulation phase, says analyst. So there's a report by Adamant Capital, which, if you don't know Adamant Capital, it's an investment firm, and one of the main team members on it are Demeester, and he's actually a popular Twitter personality. He has over 180,000 followers, and he has been invested in Bitcoin since 2012. He recommended Bitcoin to his investors in 2012. So again, this guy has a great understanding of Bitcoin and how much potential it has for the future. In this article, it says, quote, during this accumulation phase, we expect for Bitcoin to trade in a range of $3,000 to $6,500 until the new bull market permanently cements the denarian cryptocurrency as a multi-trillion-dollar asset class. Now that's huge because right now, the market cap for Bitcoin is $92 billion. So for him to be a multi-trillion-dollar asset, I mean, that tells you in itself, I mean, that's, we can say that's 20 times where it's at right now. I mean, that's huge. And again, that put it over $100,000, what a lot of people are saying. So again, that's something to keep in mind when looking at the long-term price of Bitcoin. But if you scroll down, you can also see here they made a video actually on Bitcoin on December 13th. And then he also explains the historic analysis of Bitcoin and the peaks and valleys. So its first peak again in 2011. You can see how much percent gain it had. Then it declined 92%. Then it rose 50,000% in 2013. 2 years later, declined. 2 years later, rose. And you can see where we're going here. So again, he does believe that we're just in this wave right now, and we are in the accumulation phase because Bitcoin has been declining. And again, right now we're not really having a lot of highs and lows. It's kind of the volatility is low. And he says right now that's when agnostic traders and long-term value investors are in. So, we got rid of that trigger happy retail speculators. Now, again, we're just focusing more in that accumulation phase. And he says, the thing to remember is that leading cryptocurrencies fundamentals remain solid and the ecosystem is developing at a rapid clip. If they're right, the Bitcoin bulls are just warming up. So something to keep in mind. Again, no one knows what's going to happen with Bitcoin, but I do believe that, looking at the history of Bitcoin, we are in that accumulation phase. And, if we do end up falling again below this $5,000 level, I believe we won't be there for long. I believe we'll just hover around the 4,000 and 4,500, and then from there slowly climb our way back up. So again, be ready for anything. Always set your stops. And again, not investment advice, just my opinion, but never invest what you can't afford to lose, and just trade accordingly. So with that, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, thanks for watching.